What's up guys, Corey here in the shop today. I want to talk to you about bidding landscaping work, tracking your gross profits. Get this turned around so we can look at the board. All right guys, in this example, I'm going to assume a customer calls, it's springtime, they want you to go out, do a spring cleanup, install some mulch, and maybe put a couple plants in the ground. So in this example, you go out, you take a look at the job, and this example assumes a two-man landscape crew. So you go out, you assume, all right, it's going to take my guys 11 total man hours to get this job done, direct labor, from the time they show up on the job to the time they leave. So 11 man hours, I'm assuming that it's costing $18 per man hour, fully loaded. That's not what you're paying your guys. That's fully loaded with tax insurance. You may be paying your guys $15 an hour in this example. That's direct labor, that's $200. 2 man hours. Indirect labor. What's indirect labor? Travel time, material pickup, basically any time they're not on the job but is attributed to the job. That's going to be $40. Material. What's material? Plants, mulch, etc. In this example, $200. A little bit of mulch, a few plants. That's what we're using for this. Now you got truck fuel. You also have equipment fuel. Fuel that it takes to get to and from the job, and then any fuel that's used on the job. Sod cutters, skid loaders, etc. So, this example, your cost to produce this work is $470. That's your cost of goods sold. Now, easy math for this example, you charge $1,000 to do this job. $1,000 less $470 is $530 in gross profit. Why is that important? Gross profit, knowing your gross profit allows you to know how much you have to pay your expense load. Gross profit pays expenses. Your gross margin is simply just the percentage of gross profit to revenue. So this is important because once you know your gross profit for your business, you know the expense load your business can handle. How much can you pay yourself? What's your office managers, or how much can you pay your office manager? How much can you pay for insurance, etc. Rent for your shop, all that. So back to, I'll do more with this later, but in this example, you go out, you bid the job, you do the job, you got to come back and track these numbers to make sure that you bid it correctly. Now, sometimes, say a customer comes out and asks your crew to do more work than what you actually bid. So your direct labor would go up, maybe your material goes up, they come back, they don't tell you, and then the next day you realize, hey, they spent more they spent more time there and actually put in more material than was originally bid. You can go back to the customer, talk to them about it. Maybe you bid the material wrong. Maybe it was on your part. Maybe they were inefficient and they had a new guy and it actually took them more man hours. There's all different kinds of factors that can happen there. But what the goal is every day to figure out what you bid it at and what you actually perform the job on, where you perform the job. So this example works for all your income streams: landscaping, mowing, treatments. Mowing, for example, you've got direct labor in mowing. How much time are they actually on the property? You've got indirect labor in mowing. You're not going to have any material in mowing typically, and you're going to have fuel. So what you can do is you can figure out each property, how much direct labor you have, how much indirect labor you have, how much fuel you have, and then go and look at what you're charging for your mowing and figure out what's your cost of goods sold, what's your gross profit, what's your gross profit margin. Now, this is important because you can take all your income streams and figure out your combined gross profit, and then say for $100,000, if you know your gross margin, you know exactly how much you have to pay your expenses. If you did $100,000 of these jobs at a 53% gross margin, you would have $53,000 left over to pay your expenses. So in short, it's January, we're in Iowa, and it's not much going on right now. It's cold. So when spring hits, I'll post more videos. I'll actually show you walking around a property, measuring the property, talking about the expense, the cost, and bidding. So if you guys got any questions, hit me up, leave some comments below. Thanks for watching.